Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This, of course, is another anime reaction video. Today, we're reacting some more Gintama, episodes 92 and 93, and then after this, it's gonna be 94 and 95, which apparently are connected, which is really gonna be really interesting, because, I don't know what's gonna happen next, you know? God damn it. I'm terrible at this, I'm sorry. I try my best, you know? But, last two episodes are great. I'm really excited to see what happens in these two episodes. So without further ado, because there's really not much else to say, we're going to get started with episode 92 of Gintama. As always, unless you're new here, links down in the description below will take you to the full-length, uncut reaction. Go there to one of those websites, watch the reaction, and come back to YouTube. Without further ado, let's get started. Episode 92 of Gintama. God, I always love it when they do meta humor. I haven't said it before, I don't think, but I'll say it now. If they dedicated an entire episode to just like meta humor and be like, isn't it so funny that we're making fun of the fact that we're taking up time and doing nothing, I would probably hate it. But the fact that it's just like 10-minute gag at the beginning and end of the episode, I enjoy it for what it is. And what's great about it is that they don't usually take up too much time doing it. Like if you take the time that they've spent at like beginnings or ends of episodes where they complain about their budget, or they complain that the staff isn't doing their job or whatever, it takes up a small percentage of the runtime of the series as a whole. So it's usually just like funny little like, hey, that was pretty funny, and not like, oh, we're doing this again, you know, type feeling whenever I see it. But the main story was pretty funny. Switching perspective to some random guy, the sniper turtle or whatever. Turtle sniper. Real quick. Let me go to my anime list just to confirm this. Just to confirm my suspicions are true. Sasuke Uchiha. Japanese voice, Noriaki Sugiyama. Also plays Uryu Ishida, of course, in Bleach. But just real quick. Oh wait, who was he in Code Geass? Oh, he's side characters nobody cares about. Oh, he's the main character in the Fate series. That's interesting. I need to get into the Fate series at some point, or at least I want to. But real quick, Gintama. Yep, Kameyama Duke. There he is, the turtle sniper. That was him. The most cowardly assassin in all of Edo. Only takes part in episode 92. Oh. Goodbye, turtle assassin. We'll never see you again. Oh, wow, really? He has two people on my anime list have it. He's not listed as a character in the manga. Hold on. I know. I mean, that would be ironic that the episode where they talk about and discuss what exactly filler is the episode that's also filler, but let me check real quick. No, it says it's manga canon on Anime Filler. To be fair, I don't know how true that is. Wait a minute. Alright, hold on. Okay, so I was right. At some point, I was flipping through my copies of the manga just to see where the chapter where they made the reference to Old Man Zangetsu as being Gintoki's sword spirit or whatever. That's chapter 150, and chapter 152 is when the turtle guy shows up. So the fact that he's not listed, maybe it's because because he's only appears in episode 92 and chapter or lesson 152 of the manga. They just don't really do anything with him. That's why he's not listed on my anime list, but he's real. He's real. He was really in the manga. But overall, really entertaining episode. I'm really interested to see what happens next episode, because they were deliberately saying, don't worry, we won't spend 10 minutes just talking about how we need to waste 10 minutes so that we can prolong things. They're promising for episode 93, so I'm excited to see how that goes, and I'm definitely excited to see what happens after that with episode 94 and 95. So let's get into that. I said it like a million times during that episode, but I'll gladly say it again. I was not expecting a fucking high school romance episode from Gintama. At the very least, not over these two new characters we just met during this episode, because that's, oh my god. But I really enjoyed how they played with it, with the references obviously to Ultraman, but also just like the ways that Gintama takes like previously established like tropes and cliches and storylines and just turns it on its head by not so much changing the formula, so to speak, or like innovating in any way, but just taking the concept and applying it to the most like bizarre and like twisting it in the most bizarre ways, like having Ultraman characters, or like characters from like a traditional, like I assume Sentai series, with the big ones and the big monsters. Just the concept alone of applying like juvenile or like teen romances with these characters is absurd, and that's why I love Gintama so much. I also love the slight desperation in Shinpachi and Gintoki to get chocolates from someone, even though they genuinely, from watching the show so far, could not care less about romance. I think specifically Gintoki's just into the idea of having a woman that isn't Sachan be into him, you know what I mean? Because he's a bit of a pervert, wink wink, you know what I mean? But God damn it, Colonel Cherry. That's what you choose to say. You're putting me in an awkward situation here. I mean, to be fair, they were. It was literally getting a mob of people to basically almost entirely trying to peer pressure him into saying yes, even if he might not truly feel the same way. It was him kind of implying it was, but clearly by the end, he didn't feel strongly enough the same way to say anything but, you're kind of putting me in an awkward situation here. But honestly, yeah, I can kind of get where he's coming from. Because if he had given any answer besides yes, he would have gotten pelted with stuff. He would have been killed. So it's kind of unfair. Playing devil's advocate for the monster here. It's kind of unfair, the situation they put him in, you know. But man, still entertaining episodes. God, I can't wait to see what happens next with Hasegawa based on that ED. It looked like he was in regular glasses and a suit again. Is he gonna try to get a proper job once again? Last time he did that, he realized that his sunglasses are part of who he is, or whatever. You know what I mean? Either way, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single upload in the future. Thank you for watching. Peace.